welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. Moving forward with the restricted freedom protocol, According to the title, you can clearly see that I took out the ADR-97. A viewer pointed out that this thing's iron sight is not known as an iron sight. Instead, it is known as a close quarters optic, a CCO. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like the sound of that phrase. I really do. That is a hype ass phrase. But regardless, the ADR-97 is very difficult to aim with down sight. This thing's a laser when prone, and it's somewhat of a laser on one knee. But how will it do with only 4 rounds loaded in it? Well, let's find out. And for the map of choice, I decided to go with Battery Snowed Kit because the range that this thing can cover, the range that this map has, the area, and the overall meta associated with this weapon works out. But here's the thing. The meta only works when you give it what it needs. I can't really go on one knee and spray somebody down, if not go prone and spray somebody down, when I only have 4 rounds. So I gotta play accordingly. Now, I don't trust any weapon in third person aim, aiming for their head. Now, if they're running away from you and they don't know you're there, then yes, third person aim on one knee. But with this weapon and this thing's iron sight, or not iron sight, but CCO, then yeah, I'm gonna need to aim down said CCO and hopefully make something work. So I decide to loot the truck, because if I loot the truck, that means nobody else has another PSD. At least to my knowledge, unless they have one on them themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so, come up here. Don't hear anything yet. We did hear... I stand corrected. Time safe, comm station, and some gunshots over there. Now, that makes sense because 2 people spawned near that house, which means somebody survived. But the real question is who? That's the real question. You are never safe in this game, even while looting the said safe. I mean, how was he supposed to know that I was there? Well, he didn't. And here's the reason why. There was a comment raised on one of my videos. Somebody said that how's the game so bad, the game audio is so bad that you can hear somebody from miles away, but they can't hear you sneaking up on them. My dear viewer, and dear viewers who think this game is trash, or the audio in the game is trash, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna try to say this every week, once every week. I wear over-the-ear headphones when I play this game. I do. Because the game audio is actually brilliant. You just gotta hear it. Like right now, I'm giving myself away. Because I reloaded. Twice. Yes, reloading in this game does give you away. Now in other games, I mean, you know, you can hear footsteps or whatnot. But in this game, it's paramount. And I do believe, since I bought headphones and started... Actually, the first time I played this game, it was with headphones. So, I kind of spoiled myself. Now, to those of you who don't play with headphones and y'all just run around and spraying everybody, that's because that you don't realize they're there. You just see them and you start blasting. Me, I know you're there, so I take precaution. Because how can you shoot at what you can't see? You feel me? But at the same time, too, how do you know you're about to get shot when the only bullet that hits you is your head? Well, the only bullet that hits you is your head. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my whole point. Now, about that shot that I hit earlier, how did I learn that? Well, elimination. Also, the basic game mechanic of bullets can go through certain types of material. If y'all remember, think back to elimination, if you played one recently. The map where there's a yellow house in the center of it. Y'all know exactly what I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know how people love to go in there and just sit in corners and just wait for the rest of the enemy team to come into the house and start blasting them one by one? Yeah. That house is made out of wood. And I'm pretty sure I got an elimination coming up. If not, that's already been played. Where I clear out about 3 guys on one knee on top of dressers, thinking that they're invincible. And how do I do that? Aim through the wall. The dotted crosshair shows you where your bullet's going to go after it penetrates the wood. And remember, one shot to the head and it's all over. Now you apply that same logic to the plywood that's in the that's on the barred house. Barred houses on first floors are no longer safe when I'm in a lobby. This is why you see pro players go prone whenever they loot anything. Because when you're on one knee, you can still get shot. Hell, when you're prone, you can get shot too, depending on how high the player is above you while looting said safe. So now we approach the mid part of the match. And that was me picking that little dig spot, thinking that I was going to get lucky. But according to my viewers, whenever you ping that spot and you don't get the, how can I put it? The buried cast symbol, then nothing's in there. So now we're here. And all I'm trying to do now is wonder if anybody else is in the lobby. That's all I'm trying to do. So I got a transmitter on me. I'm going to place it right here. Because I do know the detector is on the other side of this here island. And I do got body armor on me, I think. I don't know why I do, but hey, I do. But now I got another form of offense. A KK. And this thing is NHH's favorite LMG. I know. I got killed by him one time. Now, you'd be forgiven to think that this map has nobody else left in it. But what if I told you that you're wrong? Yeah, you probably weren't expecting that. Or you probably were expecting that. But here's your proof right here. Now, I'm not going to talk for a while. I want y'all to see how this unfolds. I don't know if I said this already. I don't know if I said this already or not. But I'm a purist. If I put a weapon in the title of my video, I'm gonna try to use said weapon. Now on top of that, you have the rules of engagement. And I'm pretty sure I put up a video on Sawmill entitled The Rules of Engagement. But there is one thing in particular that you must always have before you fire at somebody. 2 words. Height advantage. You want to be above them. Your weapon should be above the top of their head. Because when you shoot, the first thing the bullet's going to hit is their head. Now, I didn't want to fire at that guy. Because 1, I had an ADR with only 3 rounds left in it. And 2, he was always moving. Now, I know what you're saying. Jet, you should have just used a KK and killed him. I know. In hindsight, yes. Whenever, like right now, exactly right now, I said, damn, I should use that KK. I should have. But I'm a purist. I don't know why I'm like this, but if I choose one weapon, I'm going to try to use that one weapon and nothing else. Unless I'm forced to use a secondary weapon. And in that case, I wasn't forced. Yet. I thought he was going to mess up. But he didn't. Even with the transmitter on the other side of the bunker, even with the jammer that I placed, he still managed, somehow, some way, to come to the right area. Face me, prone, behind some logs. You can't get a headshot while somebody's prone and facing you. I was waiting for him to drop his guard. But the thing is, I put a transmitter there so he would be on guard. I wanted him to be on one knee behind a rock waiting for that transmitter to move. But his shit didn't work out. I planned it well. The jammer was a fallback plan. The jammer was like, shit, he's going for it now. I got no choice. Got to use it. Hopefully it activates before he uses the detector. But it didn't work out. But regardless, though, ADR-97. Restricted freedom. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And I'll be sure to catch you next time. Until then, peace.